In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to print and frame your baby photos so you can decorate your house with them. So if you're anything like me or 1,000 other parents out there, you love taking pictures of your babies with your phone. However, that leaves one issue: displaying those photos for other people to see. Yeah, you can probably get a digital frame here and there, but those are kind of expensive and they're not really easy to hang on the wall or anything. Or you can go the other route like I did here and print a lot of them out. But then you're left with another issue, like I am right now. I have all these pictures here. So I have all these pictures here, but I don't have any photo frames. And not only do I have to find photo frames, I have to make sure I keep getting the same type or style so they kind of match and don't mess up the decor in the house. And it doesn't look like you just bought the cheapest one you could find to slap on the wall. As you can tell with these pictures here, I kind of gave up looking for photo frames. These are most likely going to end up inside photo albums. And the reason for that is because recently, during Christmas time, I found out about this company called Mixtiles. I started seeing a lot of ads for them on my Instagram for Christmas gifts and whatnot. And I decided to take the plunge for it, and I got my wife some Mixtiles for Christmas. So of course I wasn't sure about the quality of the Mixtiles, so initially I only bought 4 of them. And these are the 4 I got. So Mixtiles does have many different style of bordering. The one I have here is actually the frameless ones. Initially I thought the frameless ones would look really nice, and they do look nice, don't get me wrong. However, later I'll show you the ones that I purchased that's going to be for this wall right here. Those have a white border on it. I'll show you that just in a little bit, but let's talk about these borderless ones first. So I got 4 of these here, and these are really nice. They're 8 by 8 inch, so they are bigger than your typical 4 by 4. And what's great about these, you don't have to worry about a frame. They're actually decent thickness to them. It's a nice little cardboard feel to them. And on the back of them, they have a little sticky double-sided tape sort of, where you can use it to stick onto the wall. And what they say is that you can actually remove it and move them around. However, since these 4 are my wife's, she hasn't decided on a place to put them yet. But let me finish showing you the other 2 designs. Okay, so these are the other 2 designs. They're also really cute, as you can tell. So we got 4 of these borderless ones. Depends where my wife wants to put them. Okay, and let me show you the ones that I'm gonna have for this wall. These are the ones I was talking about earlier with the white border. They all come with this little instruction card here that tells you basically that you just remove the little sticker tab I talked about earlier and stick them to the wall. As you can see, comes nice and framed. So I really do like the white bordered ones. It's a nice plastic border. You can see here the thickness of them. It looks a little bit thinner, but not by much. The difference between the non ones here is that this is just like a foam board versus a plastic frame. So for pricing wise, I think this might actually be worth a little bit more, as this seems a better construction. However, they both look really nice on the wall. But I do prefer this one a little bit because it looks like you actually print out a picture and then you put it in a frame. However, you're minus a lot of the guesswork of picking out the right frames and making sure your pictures are in there correctly and they don't slip around. And the best part is, you don't actually have to worry about drilling holes in your wall, because all you do is remove this little tab here and then you can just stick it onto the wall. Alright, now let's take a look at the other picture I got as well. Alright, so this is the second picture that I got. It's going to be up on this wall. And if you haven't guessed it, this is actually my new studio area. Most of my one-to-one talking with you guys is going to be here, unless I'm in Alistair's room and he's playing. So I've been telling you how great these Mixtiles are and how nice they look, and how easy they are just to put on the wall. However, there's probably one thing you're wondering. What's the price of these guys? These guys are $11 each. However, don't squirm yet. 11 might seem expensive, but if you look online all the time, you can most likely find coupons. For my first set that I bought my wife, I was able to find Christmas special coupons for 30% off. And right now I searched online, I was able to get 20% off on the set that I bought for myself. So if you're planning on getting some of these yourself, do make sure that you go on Google and search for Mixtile coupons, because I'm fairly sure there's going to be some coupons out that are going to give you a discount, so it won't be $11 each. So given that $11 a pop, the price isn't actually too outrageous if you think about it. While of course printing a 4x6 is cheap, it's probably cost you 23 cents, but if you wanted to print an 8 by 8 picture, it's probably going to cost you about $4. And then to buy a picture frame is anywhere about $10. So even at just the cost of a picture and the frame, it could cost you $14 per picture. And then you still have to drill holes and put it on the wall. Next thing you're probably wondering is how hard is it to get your pictures over to Mixtiles? It's actually fairly simple. You have basically 3 options, well, kind of 2 options. You have the mobile app, which is available on Android and iOS, and then you can also use it on the website. You can use the website both on a computer or your phone. I found that since I probably won't be printing that many pictures that often, I decided to just do everything on the mobile app on my phone, and it was quite easy and simple. All I did was upload the picture to their gallery, and then I picked the picture, and then I made sure I centered it the way I want, since this is a square photos and most pictures people take here are a little bit more rectangle, the 4x6 nature. So after you center your picture, you actually have a lot of options on picking different style of frames. Of course, I already showed you the borderless one, and then here is the white framed one, and then they have a black one as well. And then they also have one where they make your picture a little bit smaller to give a little bit of more white space around the corners. Well, since we're here in this room, let's go ahead and put these on the wall. So as I said earlier, it's just a nice little tab. Just peel it. So sticky layer, and then let's go ahead and put it on. Alright, here's a little hint. Don't actually press it in too tight, as otherwise you actually cause this picture to kind of bend up a little bit. That's why I did the first time, but it is pretty easy to take back off. At first it does feel like you're going to peel off some of the wall paint. However, I can assure you that none of my paint came off when I was readjusting the panels. Oh, while we were talking about pictures, I actually have to thank Lynn, as it totally slipped my mind that I actually never showed you guys the comparison of Alistair's 3D 4D ultrasound pictures to his pictures when he was born. Let's go ahead and take a look at them now. I've put them both digitally here on the screen so you can take a look at them. As you can see, the pictures, they don't really look too much alike, at least from my point of view. Maybe the nose looks a little bit like his nose. What do you think? Let me know down below if you think Alistair actually looks like his 3D 4D ultrasound pictures. I gotta tell you the truth though. Overall, I'm pretty disappointed in these 3D 4D ultrasound pictures. I can probably guess that in my next baby I will not be doing this because it doesn't really look like anything you see online. When you Google 3D 4D ultrasound pictures, those pictures are really nice. And they really have detail, and they actually look like it could be of a baby, a real life baby. The pictures I got, they're a little bit blurry and a little bit jiggly here and there, and looks more like an alien than a baby. Alright, so what do you think about these Mixtiles? Do you think they're worth the money? Let me know down below. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you next time.